there's only a handful of receivers that's ever played the game that you're not picking Tyreek Hill over. And this ain't talking about what this year, what they do when they're 37 years old.
Do you know what is so great about Tyreek Hill?
We're not talking about what they do with their 37 years old. We're talking about when they're in the prime of their career.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the most dangerous player to play?
That's Michael Irvin.
There's only two other guys that I can think in the NFL history that were more dangerous and scary to game plan against than Tyreek Hill. And Tyreek Hill's numbers are outrageous, better than Michael Irvin's. Randy Moss is number one. Jerry Rice is number two.
Do you know why you couldn't game plan against Michael Irvin? Because it didn't matter. You had him going out over the top. You had him coming across the middle. You could guard him or not. He's going to go up and make the play. That's why he's called the playmaker.
Welcome to Experts of Very Little. My name is The Show. I am here with Stoney and Mose Knows. It is October 1st. I just heard Green Day singing their song, Wake Me Up When September Ends. Stoney, do you know anything about Green Day?
I mean, I know September's over, and we just got Mosby up because we're about a day late, $1 short on this one.
Mosby, what do you think of October, the month of October?
It's Michael Myers month, baby. All time.
You like Halloween?
Oh, I love them. Love them.
John, do you love Halloween?
Not so much anymore.
Okay. Because the kids aren't little anymore. Is that
now my kids are grown. It's just
another day
for me. Yeah.
When is the appropriate time to start listening to Christmas music, John? What do you think?
December 24th.
Mosby, what about you?
It depends on what music it is. You know, you got some of those old. I got with the chestnuts roasting on the open.
Listen, if we want to hear it, just go to Walmart. In about 2 weeks, it'll be playing.
Hobby Lobby.
Some of those Christmas songs hit, man.
Come on now.
I got them on my playlist for the whole year.
Now that you said that, because I know John hates Christmas's guts. I don't know why, but I sometimes, if I'm ever feeling really sad, I'll put a Christmas song on and cheer my butt up extra quick. Like it's just you hear them, and you're just like, oh my god, okay, you kind of a little jolly.
No jingle bells for me.
I'll tell you this: I hit it heavy on November 1st.
Now, hey, I will say, what's that? Rocking Around the Christmas Tree or whatever. I mean,
which version? The girl, Brenda Lee.
I don't know.
Oh, she's good.
Everybody sings it. I get to jamming like the whole Home Alone.
Home Alone, man. Oh my god, that might be a whole segment in itself.
So speaking of Christmas, do you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
So here's whenever these topics are talked about, I think it's unique to the person who's kind of putting the categories together. I have a list of Christmas movies that I watch every year. Die Hard is in that, and I usually watch Die Hard really close to actual Christmas Day, like the 23rd or 24th, because I love the movie, number one. But number two, there are some Christmas elements into it. So when people have this argument, I sit there and I think it's just unique to the person. And for me, yes, it is a Christmas movie. Here's the example. Catch Me If You Can, one of my favorite all-time movies of all time. Yeah, I love that movie. I think it's just a really good movie. I could watch it anytime. But I remember going to my sister's house in Veneta whenever this has been years ago now, but she had a treadmill in the garage, and I would go and run on the treadmill after I got back from work from Tulsa. And it was like Christmas time. It was in December, and that was one of the movies she had to play right there in front of that treadmill. So I watched it. Well, my mind is now connected, Catch Me If You Can, with Christmas, and there are just a few scenes in there about Christmas. So, in my opinion, I watch that around Christmas time because it brings those memories back. Die Hard does the same thing for me.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not like that with Christmas movies, but there's certain times that I get the itch of watching movies that I used to watch when I was younger, and then I like to introduce my kids to them. I mean,
yeah. Do you watch Independence Day on Independence Day?
No.
No.
Not good enough movie.
Oh, I like it.
It was a decent movie, but it was not something that I just have to watch every time.
What's another movie you watch during a certain holiday?
Now, like during the summertime holidays, I watch the movie. It's a Beast movie. I can't think of it now, with Mel Gibson. He's the old classic soldier where his son's killed. Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorite. Why can I not think of the name on it?
Help him out, John. Dang.
I'm not sure. I know what you're talking
Heath
about.
Ledger's in it. He's
not Braveheart, is it?
No, it's not Braveheart, but it's during the American Revolution. It's one of my favorite summer movies. Like he becomes a machine.
You're gonna make me pull this up.
Oh my Lord! I just watched it 2 months ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
The Patriot.
The Patriot. Oh yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I know what movie you're talking about now.
One of his best movies, I think he's done.
I've only watched it maybe once or twice.
Oh Lord, John, that movie's a classic.
The Patriot. Yeah.
I like during sports seasons. I go through my list of football movies. The next one I got to watch is The Replacements. I mean,
I watch. It's goofy. It's so unrealistic. I watch Draft Day right before the draft.
Absolutely.
I watch Silly Little Game, the documentary about fantasy baseball, right before our fantasy baseball draft every single year. I watch Moneyball right before our fantasy baseball draft. Just those little things. That's just really cool. That's why I like movies. It's just fun to make those connections, those beautiful connections.
Yeah, I'm one that every Christmas it's Elf, and there's one movie that we used to watch every year growing up that I try and find, and I'll catch it every now and then, but it's got Dolly Parton in it. A Smoky Mountain Christmas.
Well, I know why you're watching that one, but
no, it's just something we've watched since we were young. I don't know.
Speaking of Christmas movies, and I know it's a lot of people's favorite, there is one movie that I cannot stand because I've watched it all the time, and that's The Christmas Story.
Oh, listen, so I don't know how I failed as a father, but Braden just watched that for the first time last year.
Well, there's a reason why I ain't showing my kids it, because it was on repeat.
They want a BB gun, and
it was on repeat in my childhood, and I just got
it's on repeat every Christmas Eve on TBS.
Yeah,
which one wants the Little Red Rider, and which one's going to shoot the other eye?
Have you seen 8-Bit Christmas?
Uh-uh.
It is like the updated. It's like our childhood's Christmas story. It's all about going and trying to find a regular Nintendo, and it is fantastic. You would love it. 8-Bit Christmas. You don't forget that. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. It'll make so many connections with you growing up of the regular Nintendo and trying to get one and all that. So it's really good. But
now, have you seen the new version of the Christmas Story when they're adults and they go back home now?
Yeah, I've watched. There's 2 different ones too, I think.
I just saw the one for the first time last year.
Yeah, I can feel you on that though, Mose. I'll watch it, but usually I zone out a lot on that one.
I've always been more of a Halloween movie type guy.
Have you?
Yeah, the movies around Halloween, just I don't know. Not the newer
ones. Hocus Pocus and
no, oh my Lord. Come on, I'm not my wife and stuff, but like not like some of the newer horror movies. Don't get me, but like I just like the old school slasher.
Harry Potter,
old school slasher. Harry Potter's another great one to watch around Halloween.
No way. I was being a smart aleck. No way.
I love the Potters.
You wouldn't watch Harry Potter, John?
No.
It's too advanced for him, Mosby. Anyway, that's fun. I mean, it's that's why I like movies. But Anyway, we're going to go to something. I can't wait to see you guys debate this. Here's a graphic I saw the other day, and the question that is proposed here, it's a would you rather. A, would you rather be given $1 million, or B, have 10 carries in an actual NFL game to gain 5 yards for $10 million? What are you guys choosing?
Give me the million. Give me the million guaranteed. And the reason why I say that, because I coach youth football. Been doing it for, this is my fourth year to be involved, third year to be the head coach. And I see how we hold some of these teams to 30 yards total the whole game. And this is fifth grade football. So I see how sometimes it's hard to gain yards. So then I just picture, there'd be no way in hell I'd be able to gain many yards in the NFL where these big old linemen are running 4.40s, 4.540s. There'd be no way in hell that I'm risking $10 million to try to gain 5 when I see in the fifth grade level with 9, 10, and 11-year-olds. Sometimes those kids don't even, there's a kid that we played against. He had 3 carries for -9 yards. And that's in fifth grade football. So if it's hard for him to get 5 yards in that, could you imagine how hard it'd be in the NFL?
You're telling me you can't get half a yard a carry?
I'm telling you.
Hey, listen.
Give me the $1 million guaranteed.
My brain and my heart is telling me, hey, give me the million. But my ego, hey, I'm telling you, I think I can get 5 yards in 10 carries. Now I may not.
Oh,
your ego's also why you got to ice up after you try to go hoop for about 2 hours. That you know that, hey, I'm not 18 years old anymore. Now
I know that's what I'm saying. Like my brain and my heart is telling me, hey, just give me the million. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna sit on the couch.
Would it depend on the defense? Like maybe if you went against the Ravens defense, could you do it?
Or Dallas?
Hold on now. Are you talking about this year's Ravens, or are we talking about Ray Lewis and Ed Reed Ravens?
Look at the graphic too. Look at the Dallas.
The Dallas Cowboys defense. Boom. Yep. Run through.
Listen, I'm just telling you, if it's Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, no, I don't.
Well, the guy in this graphic, Derrick Henry, just a couple weeks ago against the Browns, he had like 12 carries for 9 yards. So
okay.
So I'm just telling, like, I would just give me the million guaranteed. I ain't risking it in it.
Okay, what if we change the A to $10,000?
I'm going for the carries.
If you changed it to that, I would go for the 10 million.
What would be the amount that you would say I'm just going to take this amount?
I mean, I'm cool with it with $1 million.
Hundreds of thousands.
But that's what I'm saying. Like part of me saying give me the million, the other part saying nah, give me 10 carries. I'm gonna knock it out.
Another thing that we're not thinking about. After that one carry, they're probably carting us off the field.
They'll be getting hammered, bro.
They're probably carting us off the field after one carry. I mean, so we better hope we get the 5 yards in one carry, because when we get hammered, and we're going to have our offensive linemen following us too, we're probably not getting back up.
First of all, how fast is a running back from where they're standing? How fast do they get to the line of scrimmage from in the backfield when the play is called hut and they sprint up to get the? What's the time frame? How many seconds do you have to get there to even have a chance to get 1 yard?
Probably about a second or less.
Yeah, hold on, do I get to pick my offensive line?
But okay. So okay. With that, John, I want you to, which NFL offensive line would you pick, and which NFL defense would you pick?
Now, are we talking like all time, or are we talking like
right now?
No, just right now.
I was going to say, give me that 90s Dallas Cowboys offensive line, and I'm getting 10 yards easy.
Okay, right now.
Man, I don't. God, that's going to be tough.
Maybe the Eagles.
That's what I mean, you're going to have to go. The Eagles probably got the best offensive line.
If you go Eagles, then you run the tush push.
God, you know how bad they get hammered in that tush push too.
But
5 yards and 10 carries.
Jordan Mailata said it. He was like, you get stepped on, you get cleated, you get knees and elbows. He was like, but at the end of the day,
I think that's what you got to take into consideration is the violence you're going to feel on that first carry.
Hey, listen.
You're probably
if you can get up from the first hit, I think you'll be okay.
I don't think you're getting up from the first hit.
And
the only way you're getting up from the first hit is if these suckers knock you unconscious and you don't know who you are, where you are, and you get up like, hey guys, what am I doing? Where am I at? What's up?
Yeah, I'm just saying it. I mean, if we're talking Eagles offensive line, I'd be okay with it. Now the defense, hey, listen,
So if
Bengals defense out there, I'm getting it.
Gain the 5 yards. So what if you get tackled in the backfield? Do you lose yards? Do you have to regain those?
You lose them, yeah.
I'm not getting tackled in the backfield, bro.
Shoot. You're out of your goddamn mind, John.
Hey, listen.
John, you're probably not getting 5 yards against any A&M junior college.
Stop it.
Against his 5th grade. What do you mean, John?
Yeah, but John, my 5th grade probably putting you down, buddy. They about put you down that one day we pulled up on you at work. I mean,
hey, listen, you're lucky I don't hit little kids.
Get him.
Right in his noggin.
Tell you, those fools jumped out ready to go to battle.
All right.
No questions asked.
So final answer, A or B?
I'm taking give me the $1 million.
Yeah. If I can't pick nothing, it just is what it is. Give me A.
I'm doing A because I know the head damage that would happen to me if I tried to carry the ball.
Oh, hey, listen, you think Tua Tagovailoa is bad? You wait.
Now that's just us three, okay? Is there anybody like let's mention Terrell Mosby. He could do it.
Back in the day, probably. Right now, probably not.
True, yeah, that's true. I still think he could.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, last I knew, that fool's got a torn meniscus. So.
Oh, never mind. I didn't know that. And that's there you go. Mosby was. Oh, there he is. All right, so I would take A too. We're all three going A. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Next topic of discussion, and he is so disgusted with what I just brought up that he dipped out. Oh,
I
no,
would be disgusted too.
No, one of my wife.
NFL history has been made. Patrick Mahomes passes Aaron Rodgers as the NFL's fastest ever quarterback to reach 250 touchdown passes in their career, 116 games to Rodgers' 121. Guys.
So he still had 5 more games to get it.
Guys.
That's crazy. Now, what my thing in this is I had a message in our group chat that we had a couple weeks ago said, what is wrong with Mahomes? What is wrong with Mahomes? So I counter questioned back this weekend. I said, does Mahomes look like Mahomes now to that person? And that person, I'm not watching the game. That he ain't ever been broken. He ain't ever been broken. I mean, the dude, if it wasn't for him, those first 2 games we lost, we're getting blown out. So, like, I mean, the guy is unbelievable. Now, is he going to catch Tom Brady's records? Probably not, because he's not going to play until he's 45 years old.
Although he stated that he wants to, right? He wants to play in his 40s.
And you've seen the show quarterback. He takes very care of his body. The things that they put him through, the way he does, that's how he's able to do these throws and be able to get off these tackles and everything.
By the way, an incredible show. If you haven't
it
seen
is. It's an incredible show. Like him and his trainer, like he is doing what you got to do. That put himself through these trainings and everything. Like, I mean, yeah, like, I mean, he's got the mindset of, I want to go out and get these records. Like, I'm going to do what I got to do, take care of my body and all this. I mean,
Mosby's obviously a massive Chiefs fan, but I do want to get his opinion on where does he rank all time right now.
All time right now, like I just had this conversation with one of the kids' parents on my football team, and I know Ben, me and you've had the conversation. Him and Aaron Rodgers are the most giftedly talented quarterbacks that I've ever seen play the NFL game. Now, I've only been watching the NFL since 1991, but their arm talent and the way that they play that position, there's no one else that you can talk about like, oh my, like the no look passes. Like, I mean, I just saw a clip today, and it was a drop pass, but this fool jumped 3 feet in the air, was out of bounds, and threw a dart to Scantling Jr. a couple years ago, and Scantling Jr. just hit him in the hands and dropped it. Like, him and Aaron Rodgers are the most giftedly talented quarterbacks to ever play the game. Are they the most accomplished? Well, Mahomes is on his way to maybe being in that conversation, but I mean,
Aaron Rodgers in his prime was
unbelievable,
phenomenal,
mind blowing, and it was weird watching him play because it would look as if like he wasn't giving full effort, but yet he was.
It came so easy.
Now, Mahomes is going to have a lot more of the accolades because he's won a lot more. So, but yeah, you're right. I like that analysis there that you broke down there with those two being the most gifted that we've seen. Now, where do you rank him though? As top, we're at right now.
He's already top. He's already top 5 of all time.
So fifth, fourth.
So you go. I mean, go Brady, go Manning. I'm probably putting him at third.
John, where are you ranking him?
I mean, I'd probably say he is top 10. Probably closer to the 5 mark, but I wouldn't say he's number 3 just yet.
And he's got a lot more career to play. But
yeah,
if his career ended right now, if he didn't play another game, and you're going off of what you've seen talent wise,
He's
is
the
that where
best.
you guys are ranking?
If you end the career right now, let's say it's a career-ending injury, or knock on wood, hopefully it does. So, and you're going based off of what, and you're taking it. So then you will have to compare what Manning and Brady did and them did by the age of 30. Then Mahomes is the best quarterback to ever play the game. Because it wouldn't be fair to Mahomes if he ended his career right now to compare him to guys that were able to play another 15 years. So that's where I'm like, you got to keep like, so if he ended his career now, you would have to compare what they did in those first so many years. 8 years as a starter before the turn of age of 30, and there's no one even close doing what he's done in that time frame.
As far as physically gifted, he takes a dump on Brady and Manning. I mean, Brady and Manning played the quarterback position way different than Mahomes and Rodgers did. Because if we're going off of just physical ability, those two are head shoulders better than Manning and Brady as far as that. But yeah, obviously, I love Peyton Manning because one of the best things that Skip Bayless says. He doesn't say a lot of good things. I think it's Skip Bayless. No, it might have been Colin Cowherd. I can't remember. Anyway, they said he is the best. It was Skip Bayless. He was the best pre-snap quarterback in the history of the NFL. Talking about Peyton Manning, and I thought that's probably about right because he could just read it. He was just unbelievable. He's like an offensive coordinator on his own. But after the play is called, who do you want the ball in the hands of? And it's hard to not say Patrick Mahomes. Because the dude is a sneaky good scrambler, man. He is
seven straight AFC title games. Have hosted 6 of them.
And not just with elite defenses either. He had some garbage defenses.
His defense has only been good really the last 2 years, and then his receiving core the last 2 years ain't been all that special. So I mean, and his offensive line in some of those years, he's only lost to 2 Super Bowls, probably because they couldn't protect him.
Yeah.
And then you go look at the offseason after what they did. They went and invested in an offensive line. That fool had all day to throw on Sunday. Like he literally was sitting there for about 5 seconds. And this goes back to what I've said in some of my Chiefs previews and recaps. You got Worthy back. It opens up that offense again. We're 2 more games away from getting Rashid Rice. It might be scary.
Yeah, we talked about that. I had mentioned a couple times. As soon as they get those 2 weapons back, it's going to be big. Well, I'm going to transition to this. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear you guys bicker and argue this. But I'm going to break it down for you. You ready?
Okay.
The all-time, think about all-time Kansas City Chiefs team versus the all-time Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, get out of here.
Who wins?
Get out of here.
Okay, so we're going quarterback. The Chiefs have the advantage. The Chiefs have the advantage in tight end. Okay, running back Emmitt Smith, Priest Holmes. I mean, no running backs ever had a 3-year period like Priest Holmes. It was ended because Kurt's career in him. So I mean, offensive line will help. The Chiefs had Willie Rolfe, Will Shields, Hall of Famers, kind of like the Cowboys. Kind of like the Cowboys had Hall of Famers.
Stop.
Defense, I mean,
my backups, the all-time backups for Dallas Cowboys offensive line would blow your Chiefs offensive line out of the water.
We're not even talking about the guys in the 70s stuff. Like you put
I'm talking 90s and on.
You put the all-time best Chiefs lineup against the Cowboys all-time lineup. It's the Chiefs all day, probably by 20.
I mean, I could Larry Allen and Zach Martin. You pair with Tyron Smith or Flozell Adams.
Yeah, John. You got
Mosby.
Willie Wolf.
I mean, I could sit here go on.
Will Smith, a Hall of Famer. You got freaking. We just had freaking Mitchell Schwartz, who might have been the best right tackle in the history of the NFL. Was on our team.
Keep thinking of names, but because I'm just telling you, there's not very many guys that you're going to name that was offensive lineman for the Kansas City Chiefs now or ever.
John. How many
better than Larry Allen?
John, how many Hall of Famers are off that offensive line? Larry Allen. That's it.
Stop.
Nate Newton's not a Hall of Famer. Eric Williams ain't a Hall of Famer. Center wasn't
two
a Hall
of
of
the
Famer.
biggest dogs on the offensive line. And I mentioned Zach Martin just a minute ago, who had more Pro Bowl appearances than he did holding penalties in his career.
So Willie Wolf, Hall of Famer. Will Shields, Hall of Famer. We had John Tate at one point. Monster. I mean, Mr. Shorts. You just had Joe Tooney. You got maybe the best center in the history of the NFL currently on the roster. Creed Humphrey. I mean, Trey Smith ain't no slouch. That's just current right now. I mean, yeah, Zach Martin and them were good, but I'm just saying, I never didn't say their offensive line was better in Cowboys, but I'm just saying,
that's just what I'm telling you though, because now what I'm saying is you take that
line. It's because the Chiefs have a great history in the offensive line, have a great history in it. They've had great offensive linemen, and the whole time of
there's a reason why the Cowboys in the 90s have been said to have had the greatest offensive line to ever play.
They won Hall of Famer off that offensive line.
But it doesn't matter. But they're saying as a group that was possibly the greatest group of guys to play the position together.
Let's go to defense. The best defensive player out of both teams was on the Chiefs.
Who?
I'm waiting for you to tell me. You should know it. Easy. Ben knows who I'm talking about.
I have to hear the question again.
The bet
Derek Thomas.
Derek Thomas.
Derek Thomas.
Because there are several Cowboys. I mean, you add Too Tall Jones. You could go with freaking. I've just lost. I mean, obviously we got Dion and Woodson, but.
Dion, how many years was Dion at Cowboys? 1 year, 2 years?
No, he
so
was.
we're really going to consider
he
Dion
was. He was there longer than 2 years.
Dion an all-time Cowboy. Like I'm talking about dudes that were pretty much there the whole career.
Dion was there longer than 2 years, but anyway, I mean,
and so the Dallas Cowboys have 32 Pro Football Hall of Fame members. The Kansas City Chiefs have 25. I mean, here's the thing. What's the most important position on the field?
Quarterback. Quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the best there?
And it's not even close. The Chiefs have the advantage in that point.
I mean, Joe Montana.
I mean, hell, that's a good backup, John. That's a good backup.
That's good, John.
Hey, listen. I'm just saying it. Joe Montana. I mean,
our offense, because we would have the best receiver out of both. In the prime, we would have the best receiver, and we would have we'd run 2 tight end set, and we have 2 of the best tight ends of all time right there. I mean,
who's the receiver?
What receiver?
Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill. Don't say Michael Irvin was better. Tyreek Hill is the best receiver to play on either one of those.
Oh, that's juicy.
On either one of those organizations, Tyreek Hill is one of the best receivers to play in the NFL history ever.
That's juicy.
Now he's done. His career is done. After that
I'm not saying he's an all-time great, but if we're comparing wide receivers, Dez Bryant's one of the most talented wide receivers to play the position.
Dez Bryant was great.
They don't call Michael Irvin a playmaker for nothing.
You asked 32 GMs. knowing what Des Bryant and Tyreek Hill did in their careers, you ask 32 GMs who you picking, they're taking Tyreek Hill 32 out of 32 times.
Well, what was it? Tyreek, was probably year 2 before he was really an elite receiver? Because the first year and a half, they used him more as a running back and
first year
he had like than anything.
Yards. Second year,
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, they threw to him, but it was more out of the backfield, slot position.
He's the best tight end. He's the best receiver to play on either team in their history.
You need to go take your rose-colored glasses off and think about what you're saying. Because Tyreek Hill may not even be a Hall of Famer by the time this is said and done. And Michael Irvin is there.
32 out of 32.
Des Bryant is. I would take Des Bryant over Tyreek.
32 out of 32.
You forget.
GMs.
I mean, you forget we had. Now Roy Williams was a bust after we traded for him. Then Terrell Owens. I could go on and on. Whatever.
Pull Des Bryant and Tyreek Hill's numbers up. Just pull them up. Like. He wants to talk about me with rose-colored glasses. I'm talking about a guy that's not even fucking playing on the team.
Because you're sitting here saying that Tyreek Hill is the greatest. He's the best wide receiver between the two. And that's the dumbest crap I've ever heard.
Oh, he's better
than
any receiver that's ever played for either organization.
Stop. You make yourself look stupid when you what was that you said? You got poo coming out of your mouth. You got poo coming out of your mouth.
John is also the only Dallas fan that loves Dak Prescott and thinks Dak Prescott is the answer. But
hold on.
All right.
His last healthy season was what? Second in MVP race, and right now he's currently playing some of the best quarterback play in the NFL. Yeah.
What do they want to 1, 2, and
go
1?
on?
That's right. No, 1, 2, and 1.
All right. So, is there any argument that Travis Kelce's the best out of both, right?
Yeah, he's the best.
Like, the Chiefs argue against the tight end.
The Chiefs have 1 and 2 in that position. And,
okay.
And John's arguing the wrong receiver, to be honest with you, because the best Cowboys receiver to ever play for him is currently on the roster.
I mean, I'm just saying. I told you there was more wide receivers that I could name.
George Pickens was that good, but I mean, I guess.
Sheesh.
All I saw was 48 drops game 1, but
hit the 3.
I remember having a conversation in that draft with an LSU fan. They said that CeeDee Lamb would be a bust and would never get close to Jay Jettis numbers or whatever. And I'm like, well, I think you can make an argument that CeeDee could be
the best wide receiver in the game.
Best receiver in the game. You can make an argument.
I know John keeps coming after him in fantasy. All right, let's see here. I'm going to pull this up real quick. All right. Okay, and let's go here. And we're going to look. Oh, that didn't work. All right. It's just going to have to do this. Then we're going to have to look at them like this. We're going to look at Michael Irvin's numbers first. Okay. You ready?
Which Big Mike was ended by
injury.
Okay.
Tyreek's ended by a leg injury.
Here you go. Here's his numbers. Can you see it, Mose?
Mm-hmm.
So if you go on 17, let's just do 17 game average here. Okay. You're talking about 1,200 yards, 1,273 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 80 receptions. I don't know if this shows drops or not. Probably not. Okay. So that's kind of his 7-game average. Now, he had 1 season of 10 touchdowns. He had, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 years of over 1,000 receptions. Okay. Anything else stand out there? Only 1 season of over 100 yards average.
Hey, I'm a big Mike fan.
I do like Michael Irvin, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's that. Now, let's look at Tyreek Hill. And to point out, I think we can only use his Kansas City stats for this argument. Okay. His 17-game average for Kansas City, it'll show that. No, that shows his year. It doesn't show his averages. But anyway, for Kansas City through 6 years, he had 6,630 yards. he had 56 touchdowns. Okay, so if we did his 17 game average for his career, 1,332 yards and 10 touchdowns per season. Two seasons over 100 yards average per game.
Mm-hmm. And we're in a time now that we throw twice as much as what they were throwing back then.
Three seasons of 10 touchdowns or more.
Hall of Fame numbers right there.
So who's better?
Still Michael Irvin.
Tyreek Hill's better. I mean, take away all the other bull crap of him outside of the NFL. If you put him up against these other receivers, there's only a handful of receivers that's ever played the game that you're not picking Tyreek Hill over. And this ain't talking about what this year, what they do when they're 37. Do
you know what is so great about Tyreek Hill?
We're not talking about what they do with their 37 years old. We're talking about when they're in the prime of their career. Mm-hmm. Who is the most dangerous player to play? That's
Michael Irvin.
There's only two other guys that I can think in the NFL history that were more dangerous and scary to game plan against than Tyreek Hill. And Tyreek Hill's numbers are outrageous, better than Michael Irvin's. Randy Moss is number 1. Jerry Rice is number 2.
You know why you couldn't game plan against Michael Irvin? Because it didn't matter. You had him going out over the top. You had him coming across the middle. You could guard him or not. He's going to go up and make the play. That's why he's called the playmaker.
Wasn't he just arguing for Des Bryant? Wasn't he just arguing?
No, I just told you a minute ago that I would take Michael Irvin over Tyreek Hill. I would take CeeDee Lamb and I would take Des Bryant over Tyreek. The only thing good about Tyreek that's gotten him
too.
The only thing that puts Tyreek over any of those is the fact that he runs a 4.2 40. So what? He blows by the freaking cornerback and catches the ball 20 yards down the field and runs it the rest of the way. That doesn't make him the great receiver. That just makes him a great athlete that's faster than everybody.
How many catches did
if you're talking about wide receivers, I'm talking about somebody who's going to go across the middle of the field, catch a ball and get lit up, pop up and go do it again. That's a receiver I want.
11,000 receiving yards, 83 touchdowns, but he's not a great receiver. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Like he
caught the ball and ran faster than everybody.
You asked 32 GMs. This is what you get with Tyreek Hill. Take away the outside stuff. This is what you're getting.
And not every single one of them takes Tyreek over Mike.
This is what you get with Michael Irvin, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's kind of simple. It's kind of funny that we're arguing Michael Irvin and Tyreek Hill because their off-the-field life is pretty dang similar. But
I don't care about
if you take all that away and you say, these are the receiver, this is the receiver the Chiefs are putting out, this is the receiver the Cowboys are putting out, who are you picking? 32
Michael
out of 32
Irvin,
is going to pick Tyreek Hill.
No.
All right, so let's zone it back in here. We're gonna wrap this up, but what I want to do is I'm going to name a position group, and I just want you both to respond. Who has the advantage in the all-time game? Okay, quarterback.
Chiefs.
Running back.
Cowboys.
Chiefs, 3-year period, pretty someone's best.
All-time leading freaking rusher. Shut up.
Oh, well.
Wide receivers.
Against Cowboys.
Okay, one wide receiver, the whole wide receiver core.
We're talking about the
all-time game. You're picking your
Cowboys.
Yeah,
Cowboys on that one.
Okay, tight ends.
Chiefs.
Whatever. I'm not even going to waste my breath.
Say it, John.
It's the Cowboys. I take Jason Witten and Jay Novacek any day.
Oh, Jesus, Lord, folks.
Okay, offensive line.
That's the Cowboys.
Kansas City Chiefs.
John.
Hey, do you realize that? Do you realize that? I mean, hang tight. Keep going. We'll count it up afterwards. We'll count them up afterwards.
Defensive line.
Defensive line, Kansas City Chiefs.
John, your answer.
Well, wow. Cowboys.
Linebackers.
Chiefs.
Good, John. Good answer.
Because I again don't have rose-colored glasses on. So go ahead.
Linebackers. I'm going to go Dallas.
What the heck?
In the history of time,
Yeah.
Dallas has had deeper linebackers.
This is funny. You two switched on that one. All right, corners or defensive backfield.
Secondary.
That's Cowboys.
I say that's a wash.
That's the Cowboys.
So that's a wash.
You got to pick one.
Got to pick one?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, man. I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kicker.
Dallas.
They got them right now.
Hey, I was going to say the span that Dan Bailey had for that short time, and then now, I mean, you bring in Brandon Aubrey. He's could potentially be the best.
Long
in the league.
snapper is Kansas City. James Winchester, baby.
And finally, actually, I want to break it down even more. Let's go offensive coordinator.
Offensive coordinator. Ooh. Oh.
Hey.
I mean, you're gonna have to go. I'm going to go Kansas City with Andy Reid. I'm not going to give that to EB or other. That's Andy Reid's offense. That's Andy Reid.
You gotta give it the title though. You gotta give it to the title, offensive coordinator.
Offensive coordinator, just straight offensive coordinator. Yep. Then I'm going to go north corner with Dallas.
Yeah, I was good. I mean, the only good one that I could go back to is Norv Turner.
Defensive coordinator.
Steve Spagnuolo, baby.
Yeah.
What do you think, John?
Yeah, it's the Chiefs.
Okay. Head coach.
Well, Jimmy Johnson.
History of history.
Unfortunately, Jimmy was only there for a short time.
You can't argue Jimmy Johnson because him and Jerry screwed that up. It is Andy Reid.
Yeah, it's 100%. If Jerry or if Jimmy was there longer, he could very well have that title. But now,
but Andy Reid is the only head coach to win 100 games with two organizations.
Okay, and finally, who wins and what would the score be?
Chiefs 42, Dallas 10.
Oh, shut your mouth. The Cowboys win 37-21.
Now, here's even one better. Stadium.
Oh, yeah, do that.
That's Arrowhead Stadium by a wide margin. Even though Dallas has got a nice new shiny toy stadium, when you're talking about NFL stadium loudness, rowdiness, just atmosphere, there's only one other stadium that can compare to Arrowhead, and that's Lambeau. It's Kansas City. You got these fools lining up at 2:00 in the morning for a 3:25 game.
No, thank you.
Well, I just put it through Grok. Okay, we're going to see what AI thinks about this question. Okay, they said the offense, the edge goes to the Chiefs. Modern passing volume, Mahomes versus Staubach's era, limited drops, overwhelms, but Cowboys' run game keeps it close. Defense, the edge is the Cowboys. Deeper Hall of Famers and physicality suited to controlling the trenches, forcing turnovers. Dallas's plus 200 career takeaway differential crushes KC's. The special teams coaching it's neutral, but Reed's adaptability tips it slightly KC. Who wins and why? In a neutral site thriller, the Kansas City Chiefs wins 31-27.
There you go, folks. Gronk doesn't lie.
It says the game stays low scoring early. Cowboys D holds Mahomes under 250 yards, but KC's explosive plays, a Kelsey touchdown, Hill 60-yard bomb, pull ahead late. Dallas responds with Smith's 120-yard grind and a Staubach scramble score, but a pick six by Thomas seals it. Chiefs' recent playoff pedigree, 16-3 since 2020, and pass game versatility overcome Dallas's historical depth in a game decided by era-adjusted innovation. It's razor close, flip a coin on red zone efficiency, but Mahomes' magic in crunch time echoes their real Super Bowl heroics. Cowboys fans, blame Dion for one too many gambles.
Love it.
What a fun.
Rock's fired.
Deal. What a fun deal. So there you have it. The Chiefs will win. Quickly touch on this. My Carolina Panthers are well, they're the biggest Jekyll and Hyde right now. They go and shut out the Falcons, and they get absolutely the barn doors blew off against the Patriots. And this man right here, he bought the team back in 2018, and the career record as owner is 37-83. Now, I've been very critical of this guy because He likes to put his hand in the cookie jar a lot. And we've seen this in the NFL multiple times. We've seen it not be successful. We have seen it be successful. But in your guys' opinions, how big of a success of a program does the owner really have, and what type of owner, in your opinions, have the best chance of creating a successful franchise? Go.
Well, there's three types of owners in the NFL. You got David Tepper, you got Jerry Jones, you got Daniel Steyer, which ain't an owner anymore. You got those guys that are trying to be too hands-on because they can't stand just backing off.
Raiders owner as well,
Yeah,
Al
Al Davis can't stand just backing off and just, hey, I own the team. I'm going to get the credit for owning the team, but let's let other people build the team. Then you got the other extreme men where you got like the Browns old owners, you got the Bengals current owner, and Arizona's owners for a long while where they're freaking cheap. They're cheap. That they're not spending money. They're not upgrading the stadium. They're not doing whatever. Like you'll get lucky. That's why those teams have been bad for so long. Is that they will get lucky every now
hit on a couple draft picks and
hit and have good teams, but you are extremes. So when comparing those two extremes, I would probably rather have the owner that's more wants to put his hand in a jar but spend more money. But then the third owner, and these seem to be the ones that have the most success. The Giants owner, the Maras, the Steelers, the Patriots, the Chiefs owners now. The 49ers are always owners have been handoff. The Seahawks owners are hands off. The Green Bay Packers are owned by their fans, but their ownership group has been hands off. And those teams over the years have been very successful because they have built an organization and let the organization work instead of them trying to be a dictator over it, which everything goes through the owner. But you got to build the culture and you got to build the organization. And I think they understand that that's how their business is successful is they built it, but they let it be ran by the people they entrusted were. And it's like some of these people forget when they become owners, it's still a business.
Yeah.
And the America's team, Jerry Jones did a great job of building the brand of the Dallas Cowboys. But it's like he got too antsy. He's like, oh, I can't give Jimmy all this credit. Or if I think the Cowboys was probably won a couple more Super Bowls in that time period if Jerry Jones
just sit back and let his
guys
owner do their job
and just kept on making the money what he's so good at and letting the people that he's hired and trusted run his organization.
Yeah. Well, as the owner, that's what you've got to do. I mean, you spend all this money in buying a business or an organization or whatever team, whatever it may be, and you hire these guys for these certain positions, you have to let them operate and do their job, because if not, then why are you paying them? You might as well just fire them and do it all. And that's kind of where Jerry was there at the end of when him and Jimmy split and all that, because he felt that Jimmy was getting too much credit. He wanted more credit. Well, he hadn't stopped for the next 28, 30 years now. He wants the credit. He wants to be doing the post game interviews instead of the coaches. When you have owners like that, there's a reason why that team is not successful at all. It's more about getting your face out there and being, hey, look at me, versus sitting back here letting these guys do their job, and you're just putting money into the organization and signing key players and re-signing whatever, making trades and building a franchise, a winning franchise that's going to go out and win championships, versus lining your pockets and saying, hey, it's all because of me. When yet in the last 30 years, like for instance, the Dallas Cowboys ain't won nothing. So they play a huge part in the success of the organization. And 9 times out of 10, when you've got guys like Jerry Tepper and everybody else who wants to be involved in everything, you've seen it fail more times than you have seen it succeed.
Now, you can also have the ownerships that change, like the Detroit ownership group, the Rams ownership group. They were poverty franchises for many years. Didn't really care. But now, I don't know what's changing that. Maybe they got in, maybe people got to them and said, hey, we need to run it this way, bro, because now the Lions are a successful program. The Rams are a successful program. But then you still look at Cincinnati. They have a very talented team on offense, but they're not ever going to do anything. Like if I'm Joe Burrow and them, I'm requesting a trade, because as long as that guy's owner, it's something to do with the Cincinnati owners. Like this NFL owner reminds me of the old Reds owner. And one of my favorite baseball stories is when she was so mad that they didn't extend the World Series to Game 5 that she could get the revenue off that Game 5 that she refused to pay for their celebration when they swept the World Series.
That sounds like the movie.
Oh yeah, the Major League movie. Yeah.
Major League.
but like I mean, but you got so there's like I think there's like 3 tiers of owners in the NFL. You got the ones that are just psycho and want to be the face of everything, and then you got the ones that, I mean, just we don't care. I own this team. I don't give a crap. And then you got the ones that run, build a good organization.
Well, with that, whenever we have our own ownership of our picks in in the season, week 4 did not go my or Stoney's way. I do want to point out though, Mosby did he got 13 correct. I only got 9. John got 8. But I do want to point something out. Mosby was just straight picking people because he has a vendetta against them. There is no way in God's green earth that he would pick the Giants over the Chargers.
Let me explain this, okay?
Oh, hold on. I'll explain it. I'll explain it for you.
No.
The Chargers are in the same division as Chiefs. They're trash. I'll never pick them to be successful.
Here's this explaining, okay?
Story over.
That game was played in New York, correct?
It hadn't mattered any other.
No.
Any other team.
It does matter. If you follow betting as much as I do, okay? If you follow betting as much as I do,
here we go.
When that is a 11 a.m. game or 11 or 1 o'clock p.m. game, and the West Coast team is traveling across the country to play on the East Coast, the history of their records is a losing record. Okay?
What'd you do? Look this up on ChatGPT?
No, John,
or Grok?
I already know. Like it's
you don't know this knowledge.
Yes. They talk about it in college. Like that just tells me that you don't follow the sport like you think you. They talk about it all the time. Just like they talk about Miami going from that.
You can barely remember to tie your shoes.
Just like they talk about Miami going from that warm weather, those southern teams going to the north in the cold weather months, and the difference in the play it's there. And also Jackson's Darts first start, they were going to be hyped up a little.
Another reason why you don't.
So it was, to me, that was 2 recipes for an upset. And
hold on. Did you bet? Did you put money on the fact that you knew coming in that the very first drive from Jackson Dart would be a 90-yard drive for a touchdown?
John, if you want me to be honest to God, I made parlays with these same picks.
No, I asked a question. You didn't answer.
No, but I knew the offense and the Giants would be more energized. You just made a quarterback change. You're starting your first round draft pick. You made it. You're starting your future at a quarterback. I knew they would be energized, and the Giants have a good defense. They had Malik. Now they don't have Malik Neighbors, but they have Malik.
They
Neighbors.
had,
and the Giants have been playing well. I mean, they put up 41 points against the Cowboys. I mean, so they
lost, by the way.
You know, their defense held them in the game with the Chiefs for as long as they could. So I knew this would be a tough game for the Chargers to win, which is exactly right. Going across country, playing an early game when they're usually playing the later games, and you're traveling across country the day before the game, and then you got a team that's going to be hyped up to play.
Hey, let's go back to week 1 and see how many times he's picked the Chargers to win.
We'll do that in a minute. I want to move on. I want to go through all these games real quick. We all picked Seattle over Arizona. Seattle looks like a really good ball club. Pittsburgh. We all actually picked Pittsburgh over Minnesota. I did it simply because of the quarterback situation in Minnesota, and Pittsburgh got it done. We all picked Washington over Atlanta. In hindsight, I thought about picking Atlanta because I think they were at home. Weren't they at home?
Yes, they were at home.
I don't know why I didn't pick Atlanta, but I went Washington. We all lost that one. Buffalo, absolute. Well, it wasn't at the beginning of that game, but they finally took care of business against the Saints. Detroit over Cleveland. Detroit looks unbelievable. Mosey, what happened? Who picked Carol? What the?
John picked Carolina.
Oh my God, John, you got more confidence in the Panthers than I do.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm like, man, they just beat Atlanta 30-0. They got to at least be able to do something.
He got blinded by that 30-0 win. And was like, oh, and he forgot that they're the Carolina Panthers.
Not me, baby. Patriots and then obviously Philadelphia. I was the only one who picked. No, Mosby was the only one who picked Philadelphia over the Buccaneers. And again, in hindsight, I probably should have picked the Eagles because I think they're a better team. However, I got lost in wasn't Tampa at home.
Yeah,
I got lost in that.
That's why I went that way.
Yeah, they didn't have Mike Evans. I should have known better. But Eagles over the Buccaneers. We all picked Houston. Tennessee looks, as Cam Ward said, trash. Yeah, that's it. The Rams. This was an incredible game, and guys, I think we got to start really talking about the Colts being a serious.
Hey,
Colts are good, man.
Jones, he ain't no joke.
That was a really good game, and
best Colts quarterback of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
According to Eli Manning. Jacksonville over San Francisco. Look who picked Jacksonville over San Francisco. Why? Mose? In about 15 seconds, tell me why.
San Francisco's not that good. It's that simple. They're not that good. They're going to win games this year, and I said in the beginning of our NFL review, they're going to win games because they're going to benefit of a last place schedule, but overall, they're not that good.
Mose picked his Chiefs over Baltimore. Me and John both picked Baltimore, and then it seemed like Baltimore had 28,000 injuries in the span of 60 minutes. I was
Daddy Mahomes showed who's daddy still.
We all picked the Raiders over Chicago, and man, were we wrong.
We only by 1 point. That was the Raiders' win until that blocked field goal.
What the heck? Why didn't this register here? I don't know why that's not green or red.
Who John picked? Oh, he picked Green Bay over his own team? Over his own team?
Did Yahoo? Do I need to send an email to Yahoo? Why did they not?
Oh, yeah.
Did
they cheat us like they did like another organization cheated John?
I got taken care of.
They tied. Unbelievable.
That is the dumbest crap I've ever heard of. I'm not even going to say what I want to say.
Should they go to the college?
Yes, there should be a win.
You think so?
No,
I think there should be a win.
I don't know if I like the college millions of dollars to get a freaking tie.
No, I think their system is good for the regular season because when you go to the NFL,
no,
I mean, can't get it done in regulation. Move on.
We did. We got cheated.
Oh, I think they just keep playing it out until somebody scores.
No, hey, listen. I look at it like this: time expires. Okay, you're tied. Guess what? Field goal kickers line up. We're about to have a kickoff.
The only thing that you could do
is have a shoot off, a field goal shoot off.
Go back to the old rule, and the first team that scores wins.
Oh, that's stupid. We won, but
okay. So we're null there. We all picked the Dolphins over the Jets. Got that one out. We all picked Denver over Cincinnati. Which brings us to our let's see if we find it. Where is it at? Oh yeah. Overall leaders. No, that's not us. Group leaders. Where am I at? Let's go back to the group here. Let's go to. I'm about to find it, guys. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh no, John! This is not good.
Oh my gosh!
John Mosby passed us.
I'll be back up there. He'll fall on his face. He's not.
As Mosby said last week, it's only week 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Only week 5.
But it is close, except for John. He's pretty far behind. But but that's is what it is. Now, if we go over here to kind of looking ahead here. Let's go look ahead to next week's matchups. We got the Niners versus the Rams. Rams going to take care of business, right?
Rams.
We have the Panthers versus Dolphins. Now, this one's interesting because they just lost Tyreek Hill, and I'm really not sure which Panthers team's going to show up. So that's a hard one to pick right now.
Mm-hmm.
Vikings, Browns, Raiders, Colts, Giants, Saints. Without Neighbors, you think they?
No, they didn't have Neighbors most of that game against the Chargers.
Look at the spread.
It's 1.5, ain't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys, Jets. Jets will get their first win.
Stop.
Broncos, Eagles. That will be a good game. Texans, Ravens, Titans, Cardinals, Buccaneers, Seahawks, Lions, Bengals, Commanders, Chargers, Patriots, Bills, and Chiefs and Jaguars. Ooh, Jaguars going to take care of business there, I think.
Yeah, they are. 4-1. Oh, man.
All right. So with that, let's quickly go through the other big storyline, which is the MLB season and the playoffs. And what stands out to you on the 2025 MLB stat leaders here? What stands out?
Paul Skeens, 1.97
That
ERA.
is that Aaron Judge as the batting average winner of the whole MLB? But we don't want to think he's the MVP, huh? That's crazy.
Cal Raleigh with his 60 home runs, Garrett Crochet with 255 strikeouts, Schwarber with 132 RBIs, Max Fried 19 wins. Look at that. That's kind of a rarity these days. Look at Judge's OPS 1.145.
Man, so Judge led batting average and OPS, and he hit 50 something.
He'll get an award for that.
Shohei Ohtani 146 runs. 146 runs, guys. That's a crazy number. Look at this. This is kind of surprising. The leading hit leader was Bobby Witt, only 184 hits.
That's crazy.
Kind of a down year on hits.
Caballero, is that how you say it? 49 stolen bases. Look at this. Estevez, 42 saves.
Yeah, as I say, kind of a down year on saves, too.
Soto, 127 walks. That's no surprise. Scooble, 0.89 whip. He's absolutely unbelievable. Who you taking right now, John? Scooble or Skeens?
Scooble.
I don't think you could go wrong. Shohei Ohtani, 380 total bases. Shohei Ohtani, 89 extra bases. 22 quality starts from looks like Logan Webb, Garrett Crochet, and Christopher Sanchez, I think. Yamamoto, look at this. Batting average against 183. He stepped it up this year. Dylan Cease, 11.5 strikeouts per nine with about 11.5 walks per nine. Devers, 163 games played. What do you think about that?
Machine.
He played more games than there are in the schedule. And then Aaron Judge, 10.1 WAR. Oh my goodness! Now this is kind of interesting here. Longest active playoff droughts. Look at these. Look at these numbers here. It pains me to see the Cardinals at 3 years. I think that's going to keep going for a couple more years. But in your guys' opinion, looking at this list, which team, if you had to pick one, which team gets off of this list the quickest, and which team stays on this list the longest?
I think just because his comments after the year, I think the Pirates get off this list the quickest because Paul Skeens expressed his frustration. And once the player starts expressing his frustration, if an organization doesn't want to lose them, they better give them something to toy with. So if they don't want to get rid of him, which everything you read is that they're not entertaining any offers or anything like that, I think they better go out and do something to get him off the list. So I think his comments is going to motivate them to go make some moves and try to get off the list. Now, the longest that I think is going to be on this, I think it's still going to be, I don't see the Rockies any success in sights anytime.
So
that was my pick.
Yeah, the Rockies for me are the ones that's going to stay on there the longest. But for me, I'm going with the best young offense in the AL. I think the Athletics will be off there the quickest. Man, you had a couple good arms to that rotation and strengthen up that bullpen. That team is dangerous. That offense just hits. Man,
I still think they're a couple years away. I think once they get to Vegas and get in that new stadium.
I mean, any of those teams right there are a couple years away.
Well, I think the Pirates is next year.
No way.
I think the Pirates is next year.
That division's going to be. It's going to be.
Well,
better. You've got other. Because you've got the Cubs that's going to be spending money. The Reds are going to be spending money.
They might have the best 1-2 punch. Bubba Chandler, he's going to be up full time.
But how many times in the last 10 years have the Pirates had stud arms come up? I mean, go back to Garrett Cole. I mean, let's just say, they had they had a couple of the best young arms and still never did anything with them.
I think they're gonna try to make a little move next year.
You could have cheated and said, I said like the Mets or the Astros. I do appreciate you guys going up the list a little bit here. I am going to say the Diamondbacks get off this list the quickest, and Rockies for me for sure are. There's no success in sight for them, I don't think. But I could be wrong. It's mind blowing to see the Angels 11 years with Mike Trout. That's just
they had Trout
and they had Pujols too.
That's mind blowing. So there you go. Here's the playoff bracket, and I know this is some of the games have been played. I think the Dodgers went ahead and won, and they've already advanced as of this recording. But what on this really surprises you the most as far as the playoff picture?
The Blue Jays is a 1 seed in the AL.
I'd say probably the Mariners getting the 2 seed.
Both of those. In my preview, the MLB playoff preview that I did, I was just taken back with the Blue Jays at 1, and then the Brewers and Blue Jays at the 1 seed was just kind of mind blowing to me, because I don't think anybody would have predicted that. I knew it'd be absolute cinema with the Yankees and Red Sox being facing off. That's fantastic. And then the Dodgers being a 3 seed is crazy. Now, they took care of business,
and they're going to continue.
Yeah. You think they're going to be the Phillies?
I think that's going to be a good series. I think the Phillies got deeper pitching. And I think that's been the reason why the Dodgers are 3 seed is because I think they've been hammered with injuries at pitching.
So pick it right now. Let's go Tigers, Guardians. They're 1-1 right now. Who wins it?
So who's pitching tomorrow for each of them? Because Skubal's not pitching, right?
No.
So
I think Flaherty's pitching, isn't he?
For the Tigers.
Dear God, if Flaherty's pitching.
I'm going to go in the Guardians. Sorry about said it. It's about said Indians.
Let me see here.
Jack Flaherty versus Ciccone.
Yeah, so I'm going Guardians there.
All right, who'd you pick, Mosby?
Guardians.
I'm going Guardians too. Red Sox, Yankees tomorrow. The pitching matchup is Early versus
Schlittler. I'm going to go Boston.
Give me the Yankees.
I'm going Yankees too. Then, if that was the case, it was then you got to pick it based on who you pick. So, Guardians versus the Mariners.
Mariners
are good, guys.
Yes,
but the Guardians are hotter than crap. Not that crap's hot, but I'm gonna go Mariners in that matchup. Then we each had different opinions here, so me and Mosby went Yankees. So Yankees versus Blue Jays. Mosby.
Yankees.
John, Red Sox versus Blue Jays.
Red Sox.
I'm gonna go Yankees over Blue Jays. That would mean Seattle versus Yankees or whoever you pick, John.
I think the winner of the Boston Yankees series is going to the World Series.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's Seattle.
I'm going Mariners, baby. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that'd be fun. Yeah. All right, NL Reds Dodgers. It's obviously Dodgers.
Right.
Dodgers versus Phillies.
Let's see. So we got Jameson Taillon versus Darvish. I'm gonna go Cubs there.
That's not what he said, John.
Dodgers versus Phillies.
Oh, you went ahead one. I thought we were going to even it out
I'm going to Phillies.
Yeah, Dodgers.
Whoo! They don't have Zach Wheeler anymore. That's the only thing that makes me nervous. They'll have home field advantage though.
I changed my. You just sold me. Go back to the Dodgers. No Wheelers. There's no Wheeler. That's massive. I mean,
I'm going to stick with the Phillies. Screw it. I'm going with Phillies. So you two go Dodgers. All right. The Padres versus Cubs. I think Jameson Taillon is pitching versus Yu Darvish, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah.
what a matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you taking?
I'm taking
Cubs.
Padres.
I'm going Cubs. So then Cubs versus Brewers, or in Mosby's case, Padres versus Brewers. Go.
Brewers.
I don't like it. I'm gonna go Cubs.
Golly.
I know that's terrible. And then that would mean Dodgers for you guys. Dodgers and Cut or whoever you picked. Just
Dodgers.
pick.
Dodgers.
Brewers.
I'm gonna go Phillies. I'm gonna say it's the Mariners versus the Phillies. Mosby's matchup is
rematch from last year, Yankees versus Dodgers.
Yankees
but I got the Yankees winning it this year.
Oh, and then John, what's your?
I got the Mariners winning it.
All right, I'm going Mariners too. I listen. I like their pitching staff.
Oh, yeah. And AL MVP.
Real quick, this was kind of mind-blowing to see how the Guardians got in 15.5 back on July 8th. Unbelievable to actually win the division. That's crazy good comeback. And then this is mind-blowing, and this is probably why the Reds got eliminated so quick. They are the first team in MLB history to have no qualifying batter hit 270, no batter hit 25 home runs, no pitcher win 15 games, and no pitcher to get 200 strikeouts in a non-shortened season and yet still make the playoffs.
Because
there's probably a reason.
They got one of the best managers in the history of baseball.
Yeah. There's probably a reason. Yeah, you're right.
Terry Francona is a monster.
He is.
Yeah,
and Cardinals had a chance to get him, and then we passed on him.
Yeah.
So that's probably, I would give it, it's kind of mind blowing that Ellie De La Cruz didn't hit 25 home runs, but
I know.
Anyway, lastly, give me your CC statements.
Joe?
Well, so my most concerning statement is to the good old Oklahoma State Cowboys. Yet fired our defensive coordinator this week and hired some guy. He was a quality control, whatever, is now our DC. Boys, we might not win another game.
That culture is bad because did you just see Ricardo Jones got suspended for getting in a fight with that safety that got dismissed and transferred out?
No, this ain't good. And my most confident statement is if Dak Prescott keeps playing the way he's playing, he will finish in top 3 in the NFL MVP yet again. Yeah, you can't hide from that camera.
Don't you have to win? Don't you have to win games and have your team in?
You just heard me.
In a playoff race.
I don't think I stuttered because if I did, you would have heard me more than once.
So,
John, you know my love for Dak Prescott and fantasy, so I can't say much.
Let's bookmark that one. Okay,
book it.
Bookmark.
My biggest concern is that John is losing his mind. That he is so infatuated with Dak Prescott. No, my biggest concern, and it's the team that my team just beat, is I think the Ravens are on the verge of a complete overhaul because I could see them missing the playoffs. I think it could be a complete overhaul of that organization from coach, rebuild of the roster, everything. I think the Ravens' little run, their little window, I think has been closed and shut. My biggest confidence statement is the Chiefs, the earliest they will be eliminated, if they're eliminated at that time, would be the AFC Championship game. They're back. They're scary. They're getting Rasheed Rice back. That offense, the defense is still there good. They lost 2 close games to 2 good teams, and lost Worthy on the 3rd play of the game of the one game. Didn't have him another game, and then we saw how much that offense looked, which everybody was expecting
Hold on.
when he came back.
Andy Reid sitting on your shoulders? Oh, never mind. Your head's just up his butt. My bad.
But the Chiefs are the best team in the AFC.
Wow.
Hold on. How can you be the best team in the AFC when you're not even better than the Buffalo Bills?
We'll see at the end of the year who wins the AFC
championship. My biggest concern is the St. Louis Cardinals and the trajectory of where they are headed. I know we changed our general manager, which is great. We're kind of trying to adapt to new things. However, just like we talked about in ownership earlier, I'm not sure our ownership is going to allow them to get back to where they need to be. Now, he said all the right things. Heimblum said all the right things in his press conference. He said, so cool. Give us our flowers. However, we're a long ways away, even though we were like, a few games out of the playoffs. We're not a good team. And it all starts with pitching. I could go into more details, but my concern is the trajectory of where the Cardinals are going, and the unrealistic expectations of the fans. They've got to realize it's going to be a rebuild. You're going to have to step back for 2-3 years probably before we're competitive again. We're going to have to rebuild our minor league system. We're going to have to do a lot of things. There's a lot of roster questions that we still got to answer. So don't be getting all pumped about free agents that are available and all that. It's not our time right now. So that was my biggest concern is the trajectory of the Cardinals. My biggest confidence is that the Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFC.
I mean, I did pick them and the Bills in the Super Bowl.
They tripped up the first game. It's not going to happen again. They're going to beat the Packers, and they're going to beat the brakes off of them.
They're going to make them look stupid.
But then the Packers beat the brakes off of them first game.
Detroit Lions, baby. Detroit.
I don't even think Detroit's better than the Rams or the Eagles.
Speaking of things that gets me pumped about, oh dear God,
fake helmets is mine, folks.
Yeah.
Signed by a freaking gym teacher.
Speaking of things that I love to watch during holidays, doesn't matter who they play, doesn't matter how bad the Lions are, I'm watching it. They could be 1-15. I'm watching it like they're freaking 15-1.
But hey, that's like we talked about before. That's the NFL. It doesn't matter how bad some of those matchups are. We're watching them.
Yeah,
fantasy football has changed.
John has to do it every week when he puts the Dallas Cowboys on.
Yeah, and
oh, hey, hold on, time out. What did we just do to your so-called best team in the NFL?
And with that, John also has to do it with his fantasy football team because they're
what are they 0-4?
0-4.
I can't even buy a win right now.
Yeah,
So we're seeing a trend, folks.
Hey, Mose, he can't buy a win, but he can buy helmets.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I can't buy a win in fantasy football like Mosby can't win in fantasy baseball.
John finished dead last in fantasy baseball, folks. He traded me 3 first-round picks for Jack Caglione. Okay. Now John is 0-4 in fantasy football. The worst team in football.
So, but yet I was one of the hottest teams come to the end of the baseball season. So
love you guys. Keep the first thing first.
Yeah.
Spend time with family. We'll see you later.